All right, everybody, you have made it to week 7 in our Deep Fit series. We are going to be hitting up the legs and the core today. I have a single 20-kilogram kettlebell, and I'm going to be using that for all of our weighted sets today, and we're going to start on our mats. So start with that lovely child's pose, reaching your arms forward, let your hips shift back. Feel that extension through the spine, maybe even settle your forehead on the ground. Just feel the shoulders pull out and then the shoulder blades slide in. Couple deep breaths. Maybe let your hips shift left and right. Just a little check-in with the body. Grab through the core. We're going to go ahead and pull all the way up, rounding through and then forward. Open through the chest. Lean your head one direction and the other. And then we'll go back and up into our downward facing dog. Grab tight through that core, pedal the feet, stretching through one hamstring and then the other, getting into the calf. Keep that breath nice and even. All right, go ahead and drop back down onto your knees. Make sure your knees are underneath hips, hands are underneath the shoulders. We'll go through some cat-cow. Pull your chest forward as you lift your head, pulling it back, and then pull the belly in as you round, getting space into your upper back. Inhale, pull forward. Exhale, round. One more inhale, forward. And exhale, round. Good. Come to a neutral spine. Let your hips shift to the left and right. Pulling that little bit of stretch into the abductors and the low back. All right. And then we'll just push back into our yogi squat. Maybe let your hips shift left and right. Sit back on your heels if you can. Maybe if you need a little bit of support. I know for me back in the day, while I was super tight, I had to hold something in front of me so I didn't fall back on my booty. So maybe you need to do that. That's fine. Round here or twist or lift. Just feel the different sensations and stretches and grabs. This is such a great pose to kind of get anything that ails ya. All right, let's shoot our hips up. Just hinge over those legs, stretching again through the hamstrings. Grab your elbows and let your body bounce. Perfect. All right. Go ahead and take another deep squat. And then another stand. Shifting over those legs. Grab through the core, bring your arms up. Grab your left hand, pull to the right. Grab your right hand, pull to the left. All right. Bring your right knee up, twist over that right leg. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then the other side. 5, 4, twisting from your mid back. Keep that low back stable. And 1. All right. So we're going to go into 4 sets back to back of squats. I'm just going to hold a low squat. So I have my thoracic spine. I did a bunch of chaturangas in yoga the other day, and I think it's a little lit up. So I'm going to hold my bell low. If you want to stay high with a goblet squat, feel free. It will activate some more of that mid spine. We're going to go 10 squats, then get rid of our bell, do 10 gate swings, and we're just going to go 4 rounds through, back and forth. All right, here we go. Get your stance, shoulders back and down. Try to keep your knees and toes pretty much straight ahead. If your toes need a flare a little bit for space in the hips, that's fine. I like to dig through those heels. Feel the underside of the legs pushing you up. Feel like your heels are screwing into the ground. 8. Sit the hips back and down. And 10. All right. Here we go, gate swings. We got some good rain coming in today. All right, drop those hips. Now our toes and knees open super wide. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, back to those squats. Get your line up. Core always strong. See if you can tell whether or not you're sitting evenly and pressing evenly. Dropping my hips as low as possible. 7, 8. Feel those thighs contract. 10. All right, back to our gate swings. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. Back to our weighted squat. Sit those hips back. Upper back is engaged to support that bell. The weight. Checking in, knees and toes line up. 9 and 10. All right. Back to our gate swings. Good. One last set. Feel those knees pull toward the pinky toe side of the foot. That'll really help activate those glutes. 6, 7. Core stays strong. 9, 10. And then our gate swings. Eight, 9, 10. Perfect. All right, come on down to your mat. Take a quick little child's pose, and we're going to hit up our little core set. Starting off with our elbows down, we're going to go a body saw, nice and slow and controlled. Tuck in through the tailbone. You're going to start behind your elbows. Then hover forward as far as you can, and then back. That's 1. Super slow. 2, we'll go all the way to 10. 3, really, really flex through the glutes. That will help tuck in, find that flexion into your abdomen. Especially as you exhale, remember, we can get a little more work through that core. 8, 9, and 10. All right, roll to the side. We're going to do hip dips. Stack or stagger your feet. Make sure the hips stack up. Your shoulders are stacked as well. Drop your hip and drive. Just like with our saw, we're not rushing. 4, 5. See how much range you can get. 8, 9, and 10. Other side. Roll it over. Stacking up. Really watch those hips as they lift and lower. Make sure that they're not twisting or rotating, but staying really stacked. 8, 9, 10. All right. Nice work. Bring that left leg forward. Little stretch, put it back, bring your right leg forward. Little stretch, put it back. Okay, now we get our new set of 4, and we're going to do a curtsy lunge. So I'm going to hold my bell on the single side. If you prefer one per arm, totally fine. So if my left leg is forward, I'm going to hold bell in the left hand, but it's really up to you. Sometimes I like to hold it on the inside. Feel that glute push you up. 4, chest is lifted, belly strong. Remember, most of the work is coming from that front glute. 9 and 10. Hooray for the other side. 1, 2, watching that knee and toe line up. 3, sit the hips back. Feel that hip crease. Pull back. Lots of push through that glute. Your chest can lean forward over the leg a bit. 9 and 10. Alrighty. Now we're going to go touchdowns. Same muscle groups, just a little bit faster. Hippity hop, side to side. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, back at it. Switching my first side. Yes, it's already a little fried. That's okay. 2, 3, core, core, core. Twisting up those hips, trying to face the front. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ooh. Shouldn't be feeling anything in the low back. If you are, check in with your core flexion and your hip, pelvis, and shoulder alignment. We want that front toe straight ahead. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Back to our hops. Try to drop those hips, not just the chest. 8, 10. Woo. All right. Back to that left side first. Find your curtsy. Here we go. Pushing that front glute, supporting glute, front leg. That's where that push and drive are coming from. 8, 9, 10. Feeling the core, feeling the oblique support in that twist. 8, 9, and 10. All right, here we go. Touchdowns. See if you can touch the ground. 8, 9, and 10. All right. Little break. And then our last set. Phew. Back to that right side first. Chest is tall. Focus. Get that push. And 10. All right, other side. Hips and shoulders, what they're doing matters. Make sure you can drive through the heel. Get the burn where you want it. 6, 7, 10. Woo. So fun. Touchdowns. 2. Make sure you're hitting that heel still. Drop the hips. Reach for the ground by dropping the butt. 10 and 10. All right. Let's enjoy a little stretch. Small little child's pose. Hinge those hips back. Reach the arms forward. Perfect. All right, back into our core. Body saw. Elbows down. Tuck your tailbone. Here we go. Find your abdomen. 1. Make sure that your glutes are not lifting and lowering, but you're just sliding forward, sliding back. There's 3. Don't rush. 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep tucking, keep going. Find that belly. There. All right, start on your second side this time. Side plank, push those hips as high as you can, then drop, press. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Feel that oblique contract. You're holding flexion in the muscle behind your armpit, serratus anterior to support that shoulder. 10. All right, roll it over. 1, 2. You got it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful job. All right, here we go. Let's get that front leg stretch again real quick. Right leg forward, drop it down, and then switch. Left leg forward, drop it down. All right, we're just gonna go straight up deadlifts now. If you struggle with your low back pulling in your deadlifts, contract deeper through the core, focus there, and widen your feet a little bit. Maybe you don't even need to go as deep. That's fine. Feel your hips push back. It's kind of an interesting way to think about it. but I almost feel like I'm opening my glutes, then getting that flexion through. 5, 6, lengthen the back, but make sure your shoulders and hips stay square. 9, 10. All right. If you couldn't guess, we're going to go jump lunges. Good old Mary Catherine's, 10 per side. 4, 10. First round, no sweat. All right. Back at it. Again, feel those heels dig into the ground. See if you can really focus on the back side of the body. Upper back, glutes, hamstrings. 8, 9, 10. There is a tendency sometimes to over sag. Let the pelvis get too far forward. So we got to watch that. Keeping that line up. Two. Let's do a standing cat-cow. Why not? Open the chest and round. Open and round. Here we go. Set 3. Try not to grip into your toes. You're popping up without over pushing your pelvis. So you're locking into place as opposed to extending forward. Here we go. Ten. Last one. 3, 2, and let's go. Feel the work. Maybe close your eyes. Feel how your body shifts. And if there's one side pushing, working a little more than the other. 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a hamstring round, if I don't say so myself. Try to work for range. 10. Lining that knee toward the pinky toe side. Ooh, it's money. All right. Walk it forward. Get ready for your body saw. Find that core. Wrap it all the way around. Tucking the tailbone. Engaging that core deeper, deeper, deeper. 4, 5. Focus and utilize your exhale. That's where you can really get that good core flexion. 9 and 10. Whew. Get the quads there too. All right, here we go. 1, 2, find those obliques. 3, check in with the hips. 4, make sure they're dropping and lifting straight up and down. 8, 9, feel that oblique. I love it. 10, rotate. 1, 2, 6, 8, big push. 9, 10. All right. Fantastic job. All right, sit back into that child's pose a second. Just let everything release. Low back, it'll tell you if it's tight here. Okay, bring your right leg forward. Keep your left leg back. We're going to go into a really long lunge. Plant into your hands. You should feel the work from that one. Rotate your left hip down and out. And then back to the center. Go ahead and turn your fingertips around to face the back of the mat. Lift the chest, slide your shoulders back. Deep inhale, hold about 2 seconds, and then exhale slow. 1 more. All right, let's get our hamstring. Pull the toes up. Level off the hips, maybe even sit up. Drop that right hip down. It likes to lift, or at least mine does. Pull the chest toward the toes. Pull the right hip back. Lengthen through the back. Still keep your hips and shoulders neutral. So we're not rounding in the back, but we're not sagging and opening through the low back either. Find that squared off stance. All right, let's take that pigeon. So fun. Nice long stretch. Hopefully you're finding more time in your day for some stretch, for some breath. That has been my focus this week. Been loving it. It's a double whammy. You can get your breath work and stretch. Stress mitigation. I think it's important to realize stress is a reality. It's what you do with it that counts and matters. Good workout, good breath stretch. You'll have some good sleep coming at you. Feel that hip, just get some stretch. All right, press it up and we'll hit up that other side. Right leg comes forward nice and far. Let that back hip really sink and then rotate the right hip over and down. Just feel like really gets that pull of the shoulder away from the pelvis. Feels that lengthening. All right, come back to the middle. Really tuck that back hip under. Then take one arm, one hand, and face your palm to your armpit. Rotate your elbow out and then in. And then hit your other side. Depending on if you're on a keyboard a lot throughout the day, seems like our forearms, wrists, and elbows can get kind of irritated, so this will help. Okay, hinge back, same thing as the other side. Lift that left hip, then pull back. Make sure you're not dropping too much to the side. Now pull the chest forward. Feel that hamstring lengthen. Find your breath. All right, cross that foot to the other side of the mat, and we'll get our pigeon. Make sure you've got that left foot flexed back towards the knee, and then settle down so your pelvis is square. So it's not worth it if your right hip ends up really high off the mat, meaning like rotated up. So you might have to lift your left hip so that you can get that squared off pelvis. So you want to get shoulders and hips facing the ground. When you inhale, feel the rib cage expand and your spine lengthen. The crown of the head is pulling. That's your deep inhale. And then exhale. It's like that decompression breath. If you did that on our extras week where we talked about our decompression breath, really getting the decompression in the low back managed and worked out. All right. Push that one back. Let's work back into that low squat that we started with one more time. See how it feels. Maybe hands to the heart, pressing your elbows into the knees. And then slowly come up. Beautiful job, everybody. I'll see you again tomorrow.